Welcome to the basement. This is the big project. I would love to have it professionally remodeled, but I'm doing one big project at a time. I just had my roof redone in the spring. I'm paying that off pretty quickly. Thank you, part-time job. And then next is the windows because they're drafty. And then it's the HVAC system because it's old. Then I want a new back patio, which is why my patio furniture is in here, because my patio currently is not big enough for it. And I need a new driveway. The new fridge solved that problem itself, and forced me to replace it this summer. So that's nearly paid off. So I'm just going to have to do what I can. What does it say? Put the lipstick on the pig or something like that. So I do want to work out more. I do have my gym here. It's off camera. I have a treadmill and a weight bench and some dumbbells. And I want to work out down here. So I want to clean it up a little bit, make it at least a little bit nicer. And I decided that the first step for that is going to be this beam. This is probably the main support beam of the entire house. And this house was built in 1964, and boy, is it a 1964 color. So I decided I'm going to paint it the same color as my stairwell coming down into the basement. It's just a very barely off-white. Step one, because it's metal, even though it's painted, I still want to put one of those rust inhibitors on it. So I bought that in a white tint so that when I put the actual paint color over it, it doesn't I don't have to do 20 different coats because the color's coming through. So I was getting ready to do that today, and I realized, I'm like, hey, I should double check. It is an oil-based paint. I should double check, what do I need to do to be, safe using it? And yeah, I totally need a ventilator, and I don't have one. And it's nearly noon, and I have a shift at 5. So it's not going to get done today. So what I decided to do instead is I have tons of telephone and cable wires just running all over the place. And I'm just going to remove them. They were going to have to come down eventually. Houses nowadays, who has a landline anymore? Very few people. And cable, I don't have cable. You might ask, hey, Erin, what if the next homeowners, whoever buys this house from you wants cable? That's their problem. So I'm just going to take them all down. They're in the way of the ceiling and the rafters. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish the ceiling or rafter, close off the rafters. It's a pretty low ceiling. I'm 5'3", and I can touch this. So just one thing at a time. That's the long-term plan. This is a long-term project. It'll be nice because I can work on it during the winter. And part of the reason I decided to start it is because I wanted to take my weekend walk, and it's barely 50 degrees, and I know I could tolerate it, but no. So again, I want to work out. My workout space is down here. Step 1. So let me tell you, this house is wired. Every single room in the house, kitchen included, had both a phone line and a cable line. Maybe I was a little harsh in the intro saying, too bad they can figure it out. But there's holes in the, I'll patch them, but they can probably find them. It'll be easy for them to figure out where the holes were. It's not hard to wire a house, especially I'm likely, even if I do put something up on here, it's probably going to be a very thin drop tile. I found that there is a very thin drop tile system, so they can easily rewire it again if they need to. So And who needs a cable wire for every single bedroom and the living room and the kitchen? I'm surprised there wasn't one in the bathroom, to be honest. So I'm just going to keep working at this. The staples are coming out pretty easy, so I think I'm going to go for it with the gray cable. I think it's another telephone line. I hope I don't regret this. At least two more. So I've done the 3 so far. There's 2 more. There's one coming from this way, probably headed to that bedroom. I'm telling you, every single room was wired. Overkill. Oh my goodness. It just keeps going. It's still going. And that is round 1. That's just 3. I still have, it looks like 2 more over here, but I have to investigate. There's definitely the 1, if not 2 more over here as well, both going this way down this chute. Yeah, round 1 is done. And I just realized I haven't had lunch yet, and I'm hungry. So I'm going to stop, eat lunch, figure out better lighting quality. There's no light over here. This is like the one corner of the basement that doesn't have a light. So whatever. And I'm getting gross and hot. So pause for now. So this side of the beam is done. Add this to the pile of wires. If anyone needs low voltage phone wires. So that was done much faster than I expected, as per usual. So I think what I'm going to do, I have 15 minutes. I might as well just use this as cleanup time. I lost some of the staples in the ground when I yanked them. So find those and clean it up. I got all the wires to put in a garbage bag. So I'm just going to do that. And it's boring. So I'm going to end this here for now. But mission accomplished. This is, as far as I'm concerned, almost ready to paint. I want to clean it off real quick. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow night. Just wipe it down. And there's a lot of cobwebs. You might see me react to some of them. So get the cobwebs off, any dirt and dust that have settled. The bottom of the poles are fairly dirty. And then, yeah, paint by next weekend. Okay. I'm going to dust this off. Just going to use a wet rag and wipe off the probably decades worth of dust on it. There's also a thunderstorm happening right now. There's a nice rumble. I don't know if you can pick it up on the microphone, but yeah, which is kind of weird. I feel like we didn't have any real good thunderstorms this summer. And then suddenly November 3rd, we're getting thunderstorms, but whatever. All right, one side down, and technically it's more than half because I did the underside as well. So I just have to do this I-beam on this side and then just along the top. So hypothetically, it won't take as long. All right, so it's done being wiped down. The next step is actually going to be taking more wires down. There's a lot more wires down over by the doorway, a lot of cable wires. So I can probably unclip those and figure that out. That won't take long. Then it's putting the rust inhibitor on it, which is ready to go. I just bought the respirator to wear while I'm doing that. Oh no, the next step is to sand. I don't know how hard I'm going to sand, but I'm going to sand just a little bit. But I did the respirator, so I'll wear that for the sanding, and then I'll wear it for the painting. Yeah, so it's slow progress, but it's getting done. It's time to paint. Wearing my lovely paint clothes that I've been using for years and years and years. So it's got all the paint from this house and a lot of my previous house. Can you tell I wipe my hands right here a lot? So what I didn't show you is sanding and wiping down, like getting the sanding dust off of that, wiping that down again, because it's a lot of the same without any visible progress. So today, painting the rust inhibitor. It's going to be white, so it will be a noticeable difference. Terrible lighting, but going from this greenish blue color to white will be noticeable regardless. So remember, it's an oil-based paint, so I will be wearing a respirator. Won't need the goggles. That's nice. I had to do goggles while sanding with the respirator. Respirator still sucks. I don't like it, but whatever. And I'm just going to get to it. I'm going to do the entire beam and the 2 posts. Oh, and I'm wearing gloves. I don't usually wear gloves, so that should probably cut down on making these pants any worse. Oh, all right, it's done. I gotta keep the respirator on. So this is a well-lit area. I didn't expect it to be perfect because this is serving as like kind of like a primer. So I'm gonna let this dry overnight. This is more or less what it's gonna look like just without the patchy dark spots once I paint it. The other color. Again, serving as a primer. I'm so glad that I put this tartan over my rug because I did spill at the end. I was getting sloppy at the end. Yeah, so it's done. Rust inhibitor is on. It's the next afternoon. I'm ready to paint. Just mixed it up. It's the same color as the paint in the stairwell. Oh, there's a little discoloration. Come on, mix. I just got to hit 2 spots that I'm being picky on. And then I'm going to start in the back and work my way up, hoping it takes an hour, just like it did yesterday, because it took about an hour total to do it all. Yeah. Time to get started. I think I'm done. The beam looks good. I have no worries about it. The rust inhibitor definitely acted like a primer, so really didn't need to put. The beams, the poles, I'll probably need to put a second coat on. They're a little streaky, but we'll let it dry and see. And I did paint that new, so that will definitely need a second coat because it's dark fake wood behind it. So I'm gonna wrap the brush in foil, cover the paint, let it dry. Probably won't film the rest of it. I'll just paint it and be done with it because I want to finish editing this video and get it out early. Not out early, but ready early, and then schedule its publishing. So, because Saturday when I publish this is my birthday, and I want to enjoy the day. And speaking of, you know what you could do for me as a birthday present is subscribe. You can turn off the notifications, I don't care, but getting subscriptions adds me to the algorithm. So that would be great. Great birthday present. All right, and I think I got paint in my hair and probably on my face too because I got a little sloppy. Typical. All right, I'm considering this done. I mean, it's close enough. I know I have to do a little bit more, but it's close enough. And like step one towards the long-term projects. Pretty good.